Hey, what's up everyone, Saintsfan back again with another GTA 5 video, and today I wanted to do something a little bit different. It's a little bit weird, and it's a little bit out of the blue, but I saw this post recently and someone asked, what happens if I have $0 in GTA Online? Like, what exactly can I do? What can't I do? And I've never actually been in that situation. I've never actually had $0 in my account, so I was sort of wondering what happened as well. And I actually did it. I took all the money out of my account, I put it to my secondary character, so I played GTA Online with $0 in my bank account and in my wallet. And some of the stuff that I found out is actually kind of interesting. So in this video, I will be answering that question. What happens in GTA Online when you run out of money and you own pretty much everything? Because for those unaware, I pretty much own everything. I have an MC club, I have a CEO office, I have the gun running bunker, I have like every single apartment. So, if you're like me, you have everything, but somehow you lose all your money. What happens? So hopefully you guys enjoy. Hopefully you find this video helpful. If you do, I'd appreciate it if you could drop it a like. I'll talk about some rumors because over the years, I've heard some things from people. I don't know where they got this from. I don't know if this was something on last gen, but it didn't happen to me at least. So I'm going to go ahead and say it doesn't happen. If I am wrong, definitely correct me in the comment section. And if I missed anything, like maybe you've done this before, definitely let me know in the comment section as well. So some of the rumors I heard was that when you run out of money, when you have $0 in your bank account and in your wallet, and you can't pay any of your fees, your lights actually turn off in your apartment. But I actually didn't find that to be the case. Like, I stayed in the lobby with $0 for like 2 hours, maybe even a little bit longer. And the lights in my apartment and even my office stayed on all the time. So I don't think that's something that happens anymore. Maybe it did happen on old gen, but for at least on the PC, because that's what I'm on, nothing happened there. One really odd thing, and you may notice this because when I first did this, I don't know what exactly happened. I think someone told me there was a modder in our lobby which screwed everything up. But when I went into the interaction menu for the first time after deleting or like getting rid of all my money, it wouldn't let me become a CEO or an MC. And I was in this lobby for like an hour thinking that, oh wow, like this is actually kind of bad. If you don't have any money, you can't become a CEO or an MC. Like that's actually pretty harsh. But it actually turned out to be a glitch. Like I was saying, apparently some modder got into our lobby and screwed it up for everyone. Like nobody in the lobby could become an MC or a CEO. So I switched lobbies and everything was fine. But for like an hour, I actually thought that, wow, Rockstar made it to where when you have no money, you can't become a CEO or a VIP or a MC. And if that was the case, having no money in GTA Online would suck. Because think about how much stuff you do as a CEO or a MC. Like you at least me, I call buzzards all the time as a CEO. Or I call my oppressor all the time as an MC. And if you can't do that, man, that's unfortunate. But like I said, it was just a glitch and everything was fine. So talking about what actually happens when you have no money. The first thing that the game actually tells you, when you stop paying your utility bills, you can't actually watch TV in your apartment and you can't actually use the shower in your apartment. So that was the first thing I noticed. And I know that's not that big of a deal because watching your TV, I think the only people who do that is the people who go AFK but don't want to get kicked out of a lobby. But you can just get around that by going into your bunker and viewing the camera, the security cameras in there. And then taking a shower. Who takes a shower anyway? So, none of that, or those two things, that's not that big of a deal. Now, one thing I noticed when I was in my apartment, I don't know if this is a glitch or if this is actually intentional. If it is intentional, this is hilarious. But when I had no money and I poured myself a glass of wine, nothing came out. Look at this. My guy is just drinking nothing. But the funny part is I actually got drunk off of nothing. So I don't know if it was a glitch where it just wasn't showing up, or if it's where my guy is just losing his mind because he lost all of his money and he's drinking invisible wine and getting drunk off of invisible wine. I don't know, but I thought that was hilarious. Let me know in the comments if anyone can clarify that. Is that a glitch or is that intentional? Because if that's intentional, I actually applaud Rockstar for doing that. That's pretty funny how you can't drink your own wine because you don't have enough money to pay for it. Now, the next thing I learned was that when you have no money, and this is the part that sucks, you cannot get your vehicles delivered. Your mechanic will not answer his phone. So once you stop paying the bills, your mechanic, when you go and call him, he'll say, hey, sorry, can't get there or whatever. And that's super unfortunate because obviously, you know, most of us have a ton of vehicles, and having to basically steal NPC cars all the time, that just gets annoying. So that's probably the biggest part about having no money. You can't actually call vehicles, and you can't call special vehicles either. When you go to the interaction menu, it says you don't have enough money to call the special vehicle, you don't have enough money to call the anti-air trailer. So there's a lot of stuff, there's a lot of things you can't deliver. However, with that being said though, this is why being broke in GT Online is actually not that bad. When you become a MC, you can call all of your motorcycles, no matter how much money you have. So it kind of defeats the purpose, because if you just become an MC, then you can call every single bike you own like you would if you had $1 million or $10 million or $100 million or $1 billion. Pretty much all the MC options and even all the CEO options are still available when you're broke. Like, you can call a Buzzard as long as you have it purchased as a Pegasus vehicle. You can call a Buzzard for free through your CEO interaction menu. You can call any of the vehicles that you own for free. If it costs money, yeah, you're not going to be able to buy it because you don't have money. But if it's there, you can call it. So you can call your Oppressor. You can call your Buzzard. You can call, you know, whatever you want if you own it. So that's actually really good if you are broke, because then it's like, all right, it's not too bad if I have $0. Now, one thing you can't do is actually call Pegasus vehicles. When you go and call Pegasus, it'll give you your list, but when you try and click on it, it'll say, sorry, you don't have enough money, you can't buy it, or you have insufficient funds or whatever. So even though you can get CEO vehicles, or you can get the Buzzard through the CEO, you can't get the Buzzard through Pegasus. So that kind of is a little unfortunate. Now, this is common sense, but when you have no money, some little things, you can't get your car back from the impound, and your assistant can't help with that either because you can't pay the money. Like, you can't call Lester to get the stars off of you, obviously. One thing that I found out, you can't even start up a mission if you have no money. A freaking mission, to start up a mission, it costs $200. So every time you go into an adversary mode or anything from your phone, it costs you $200. I thought that was pretty, like, I didn't expect that. So that was pretty stupid in my opinion. One thing, unfortunately, that I couldn't test because I'm on PC, and if you're unaware, on PC, people actually don't pay insurance for blowing up other people's cars. But I would imagine that if you have no money and you blow up someone's car, you don't pay insurance for it. Like, you don't pay the money because you don't have money to pay. So pretty much, if you have no money in GTA Online, you can kill anyone and blow up anyone's car without having anything against you, except for the bad sport tag that the game may give you. Now, one thing I was really interested to see is, you know, if you stop paying the money for the bunker, would your people still work on the supplies? And at least for me, because like I said, I was in GTA Online for like 2 hours, they worked through it. I had no money the entire time, and they continued making product. So it almost seems like it's better to have no money, because then you don't get $50,000 or whatever crazy amount it is taken out every 48 minutes. So that is definitely something that I thought was, I guess, nice of Rockstar to put in. You know, if you have no money, you can still go out, steal the supplies, come back, and have your people work in them. But once you do get money, I'm sure they're going to deduct the, whatever, $30,000 it is to keep the, you know, the upkeep for the bunker and for all your other properties. One thing that's actually really awesome is the import-export. So when you source a vehicle, as we all know, there's the repair value. And, you know, the more you damage it, the more you got to pay in repair fees. But if you have no money, that number is irrelevant, because you can damage it all you want. As long as you bring it back to your garage, it's going to get repaired for free. You can see in the gameplay, I'm bringing my car. I think it's at like 4,000 in damages. I bring it into my garage, and I actually have $22, I believe, in my bank account. And when I look at my bank account after I bring it in, the $22 is still there. So it's not like it even takes any of that. So that I thought was really helpful. You know, if you are doing import-export stuff and you have no money, it's actually really beneficial to you, because you don't have to worry about the NPC shooting at you, or you know, you running into other vehicles. So that might be something you actually want to do intentionally, you know, put all your money in your second character if you're doing import-export stuff so you don't pay the repair fees. The only thing I didn't test was MC stuff, just because I am not really that, I don't really care too much about MC stuff. I figured it would work the exact same as bunker stuff, but if anyone did any testing and wants to let us know in the comments, please do. But that's pretty much it. If I did miss anything, like I said, let me know. And also let me know if that rumor is true. Like, do I have to wait longer for my apartment lights and stuff to go off? Because I'm actually kind of interested. I feel like that's a pretty specific thing that someone said, and I don't know if I believe that that's a rumor or like a lie. Like, it sounds real, but it didn't happen to me, so I don't know if that's just old or not. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy, and hopefully you now know what happens in GTA Online when you run out of money. It's actually not that bad. So thank you all, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.